Before Myanmar's heartland was ruled by Bagan, the coastal land of Arakan had kings of its own. Arakan, today's Rakhine state, lies along the Bay of Bengal. Its location made it a gateway between India and Myanmar. As early as the 4th century, kingdoms like Danyawadi and Vaisali flourished, blending Indian culture with local traditions. While Bagan rose in central Myanmar, Arakan grew wealthy from trade with Bengal, exporting rice, elephants, and gems. But this prosperity also created rivalry. Both sides eyed the fertile lands along the Caledon River. By the 11th century, Arakan and Bagan were rivals on opposite sides of the mountains. This tension set the stage for centuries of conflict. Bagan's kings didn't just look east and south, they also looked west, toward Arakan. King Anarakta of Bagan, 1044 to 1077, expanded aggressively. After conquering Mon lands, he turned his attention to Arakan. His armies marched through mountain passes, launching raids that shook the smaller kingdom. Bagan's pressure forced some Arakanese kings to flee into Bengal, where they regrouped. Arakan became a frontier caught between two worlds, Myanmar's great inland empire and India's coastal powers. Though Bagan dominated, Arakan never fully disappeared. The seeds of future revival were still alive in its resilient coastal people. When Bagan collapsed in the 13th century, Arakan saw its chance to rise again. In 1287, Mongol invasions shattered the Bagan Empire. Central Myanmar fell into chaos with small Shan states rising. Arakan, freed from Bagan's shadow, regained independence. But this independence was fragile. Bengal's Muslim sultanates began pressing into Arakan, often installing puppet kings. Arakanese rulers were forced to balance between submission and rebellion. Despite foreign control, Arakan's people never lost their identity. This struggle prepared them for their most glorious age yet, the rise of Mrauk Yu. In the 15th century, a new Arakanese capital rose, Mrauk Yu, a city of stone and gold. Founded in 1430 by King Minsaw Mon, Mrauk Yu was both a fortress and a trading hub. Its walls were carved from stone, its temples glistened with gold, and its harbors welcomed traders from Bengal, Myanmar, and beyond. By the 16th century, Mrauk Yu was a regional power. Their kings commanded 30,000 troops and a fleet of 200 warships. They hired Portuguese mercenaries with cannons and muskets, making their army one of the most advanced in Southeast Asia. Mrauk Yu's kings styled themselves as both Buddhist monarchs and sultans, blending cultures while expanding their kingdom into Bengal and the Irrawaddy Delta. Mrauk Yu stood strong for centuries, but powerful neighbors were closing in. In the 16th and 17th centuries, Rakhine clashed with the Tungu dynasty of Burma, Siam, and Bengal's Mughal Empire. Its fleets raided Bengal as far as Dhaka, capturing thousands of captives. But these wars drained the kingdom. When the Tungu and later Kunbang dynasties grew stronger, Rakhine's independence became fragile. The final blow came in 1784, when King Bodapaya of Burma invaded with 30,000 men and 200 war elephants, annexing Rakhine into the Burmese Empire. Though it fell in 1784, the memory of Rakhine's kingdom still lives on in stone and gold. The great temples of Mrauk-U, Shitong, Hatukantain, and Koetong still stand as monuments to the Arakanese Golden Age. Chronicles speak of kings who balanced Buddhism, trade, and war. Even under Burmese and later British rule, the cultural pride of the Rakan people never faded. Their history remains one of resilience against larger powers. The rise and fall of Arakan is a reminder. Myanmar's history was not just built by one empire, but by many kingdoms that left their own mark.